Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Pratik Mistry from Railbot Solutions. This time we are doing a series on Field Service Lightning. So I have a presentation deck that I would like to go over. We'll just go over what is Field Service Lightning and some basic training items, and then this will be a series of videos. If you are interested in learning Field Service Lightning and some architecture regarding it, then please feel free to follow along and then also subscribe to our channel. My channel is Your Salesforce Buddy. You can look me up on yoursalesforcebuddy.com. You can also follow on LinkedIn. I will put the link for LinkedIn and App Exchange in the description below. All right, so let's start with the agenda. So we're doing quick agenda. We'll be doing the introduction to Field Service Lightning, discuss some key features, use cases, also go over the data model, and then talk about some key players, responsibilities, some major components, and also key terminologies in Field Service Lightning. All right, so first, what is Field Service Lightning? It is a powerful mobile-friendly solution that within the Salesforce ecosystem that basically helps you or your organization to efficiently manage any work on site or on the field. It is a one-stop solution for enabling your organization to create tasks and assign tasks and help out technicians to remotely receive those tasks and go to the site and complete the activities. So it is a full managed package where you can track your work and workforce and their productivity, which in a way enables customer satisfaction. It also allows your technician to manage their inventory, any asset items. They can request items that might be missing from their van. They can pass on products to other vans. Again, there are different use cases, but Field Service Lightning in a way is a one-stop solution that helps the organization to manage their workforce and the work and increase the productivity by accomplishing tasks. Again, pretty much very high level features that Field Service provides, like work order management. As an organization, you can break work down into different tasks, or you can have one work and assign it to resources. Smart scheduling. The tool is smart enough to identify the work, the type of work, the skills, location of the work, skills required, and then also the availability of resources and match the resources for the particular work if all the work rules match with each other. Next, we have the mobile workforce empowerment. So the tool Field Service has a mobile app that allows the resources to manage and receive work on the mobile app itself. They will receive notifications, they will receive directions. Again, I'll be doing a video session on implementing the mobile for Field Service as well. The next feature is asset and inventory management. The tool allows you to track and manage assets and inventory across service locations. It does help out with managing assets that require continuous maintenance or preventive maintenance. So you can create schedules based on the preventive maintenance coming up, and then it can be assigned to resources. So basically you can forecast the number of appointments that will be coming up in the near future or far future. with the asset management and inventory management. Customer engagement, again, the ultimate goal is customer satisfaction and making sure the work is accomplished as per the service level agreement. So customer satisfaction plays the most important role, and the ability of field service to allow the technician complete the work and take up signatures, provide the service report on site immediately to the customer, kind of creates this transparency and excellent customer service to the customers. Last one but not the least, analytics and reporting. Again, Salesforce being the back end of the Field Service Lightning app application, it does collect all the data and gives you the insights into field operations. So for example, you can run key metrics like how many appointments were completed, how many service resources are deployed, and how many appointments are completed by each resources. What was the efficiency, how much time did it take to complete each appointment, and then what kind of appointment are completed and how much time. So you can run loads of metrics on the data collected through Field Service Lightning. All right, so this is an overview of the data model. Again, it's a very high level. We will dive deep. This is just for an understanding of someone who is at the very beginner stage and want to understand data model related to field service. So as you see on top, we have accounts plays the central role over here, where accounts is nothing but your customers that or organization that you do business with. Contacts are part of accounts. So again, we see the one-to-many relationship to that. Now cases, again, it's optional, but you can use cases for service industry. You can use opportunities if that is something your business creates, and then from opportunities we can create work orders as well. But to simplify, I have included cases. So you see one-to-many relationship between accounts and cases, and then a case creating one-to-many work orders. So one case can have multiple work orders depending on the requirement. Now work order has a relationship with itself as well. So you'll see a work order can also have a child work order. The other object that I have not taken into consideration is work order line item. So a work order can have different line item work spread across multiple days. An interesting object over here is assets. Again, assets is related to accounts as well, could be related to cases, but in this case we have related to work order. So a work order can be regarding an asset maintenance, hence you can have multiple assets maintenance in one work order. Now the most important object in the Field Service Lightning comes down to service appointment. Service appointment is a child object to either work order or work order line item. So it always has a parent record to it. It will always be a child of another record. Service appointment has a lot of different other objects, which I'll show you as we do the demo and walkthrough. But over here I've just taken two to show an example that service appointment has service resources, service territories. There is operating hours for each territory. Then you have the service resources are nothing but service territory members, so they are also in a way related to service territory. And then you have the service crews, again, which are part of the resources. Now the service resources are nothing but your technicians that go on site, so though they are the Salesforce users, so they are related to the user's object in Salesforce. All right, it's a pretty straightforward slide, but I'll just go through. So these are the key players. If you see the top line, it talks about your 4 key players. First being system admin. System admin, what's the role of the system admin is configuring the system, customization and maintenance, and providing support and training. So system admin will be the one who will enable field service, download the field service managed package, set up the entire field service application, including from any settings, different types of work types, enabling resources, assigning profiles and licenses and different access, and then also configuring any internal settings needed for the field service. Talking about customer service representative or agents. So these are service agents who usually manage the case management tool. They also communicate with the customer through email and also put in scheduling request for the case work order. Dispatchers are members of the organization or your users who have the dispatcher license. They have the permission set to dispatch and operate the field service dispatch console. Their responsibilities are creating and assigning work orders, again scheduling, optimization. So we'll talk more about scheduling optimization. I'll have a separate video on that. Dispatchers are doing real-time monitoring, so they are the one who are the first point of contact for the field agents if the field agents are in some kind of a issue or they need to check with for any information. So last but most important one is your field technician or field agents. So these are the members or the users that are on site. They are in the field. They go and do the work execution. So their primary task is the field service execution. Then we have the mobile app users. So they do the mobile app usage. And then finally, they also do the customer interaction because they are the one going to the customer location. They have to do the customer interaction. All right. Some key terminologies. Again, we went through a few of them, but I'll go through them again. With the field service Lightning, the top 3 are crucial. We have the service territories, resources, and appointments. Territories are nothing but different location sites where you as an organization provide your field services. Resources are your dispatchers or technicians. So both are considered as resources as they have different licenses and operate and different operational tasks. Service appointments are your appointments which lets the technician know that this is an appointment at so and so site or location and this is the address. Service crews, I'll do another video on service crews precisely. Crews are nothing but your resources again who go to the sites, but this time it's not one person, but it is more than one person. So service crews is a bunch of members or resources that are needed to go to one site. It could be 2, it could be 10, but yeah, we'll talk more about it. Then we have the operating hours. Operating hours basically tells the system that any appointment that needs to be scheduled between these operating hours. Skills is an essential part again that tells the system that if a work type has a particular skill requirement and a resource has that skill and availability, then match them and then assign that particular resource. we'll deep dive into it, as we'll talk more about how skills can vary. Same skill level can vary for a couple of resources, and how one resource would be chosen over the other. Work orders and work order line items, again, these are your work that needs to be done on site. So these are essential objects. Work types. Work types is very essential because that tells the system of what type of work needs to be performed for this work order, and based on that it will identify the resource, it will identify the territory, and so forth. So work type becomes very essential when scheduling the work orders. Maintenance plans, again, sometimes work orders require maintenance plans, especially when you do asset management. So asset management will have will need a resource go to visit the site and maintain the asset, do any kind of maintenance work on a timely basis. Again, it depends on the service level agreement. So if it's part of the clause, then if you're meeting the service level agreement or not will be denoted through the maintenance plan. Timesheets, this comes under the resources. The timesheet is nothing but resources relative object, which lets the resource submit their timesheets. Again, it can let them know, it can let the dispatcher know if the resource is available or not, if they are, how much time have they spent in to complete a task. And basically it's like a calendar view that gives the dispatcher an overview of the availability of the service resource. Product items are nothing but the products or assets that are in the system. It could be products that are deployed at site at a customer location, so it can be tracked. Product request, product items can I'll go back to product items. Product items can also be things that a resource needs and carries with them in a van. So consider a resource doing roof work always carries a ladder. Now maybe they lost the ladder, or the ladder is out of has broken down. So they can certainly request for these products through the system or through the app itself. Product transfer, again, same thing, but let's say one van has a spare ladder, then they can provide the one who has a broken ladder, instead of the resource coming in the warehouse or on site to get another ladder, they can just transfer it, and that all can be tracked through the field service app. Return orders, this comes under part of order management, where if a customer wants to place a return order, then it can be tracked and have the service resource pick it up from the site as well. Service reports templates, this is a very essential part where the service resource is able to provide a service report to the customer, have them sign it, and whatnot. So it kind of plays a very important role. All right, quick components. So the first thing, again, this is for those who would like to get started. The first thing we need to do as part of Field Service Lightning is enabling it in the system. So you will go into settings, look for field service and field service settings, and then enable it. The second would be downloading the manage package. So if you go to the install packages in, again, your setup, you can look for Field Service Lightning and then install it. It might take some time, but the system will send you an email once it's ready. The next would be the guided step or guided setup. which would involve setting up all the profiles, skills, operating hours, resources, also adding on any configurational work. So the next, once all that is done, so your dispatchers and resources are defined, your work type is defined, your skills and everything is defined, there is a requirement to look into some system setup and also enabling optimization. Again, if your organization is using optimization, then it's always good to enable it. We will talk more about the system settings. And then the final one is downloading the mobile app, setting it up and configuring it for the field service agents so that they can receive notifications and all the good stuff through the mobile app itself. All right, so this will be end of today's session. In the next session, we will do a demo of Field Service Lightning, do a walkthrough, talk about all the terminologies. I will show a walkthrough of how to do the guided setup as well in the following videos. Thank you.